Hi, my name is Nigel Jacob, and I run the Mayor's Office of New Urban Mechanics for the City of Boston. Our job is to invent the future of the city, and we do that by collaborating with innovators inside and outside of local government in order to invent a better future for Boston. When we look at all of the different forces that are pushing on cities nowadays, one of the biggest areas of impact is around the issues of transportation and mobility. Cities of the present were planned in an era and were built in an era that was focused on cars as the primary mode of getting around, with a little bit of room set aside for public transit. But the advent of autonomous vehicles, electrified vehicles, car sharing, and so on, is going to have a huge impact on 21st century cities. And we are in the interesting position of being ahead of the curve, or at least watching the leading edge of the curve in terms of trying to understand how the AV and shared mobility market will affect city living. And our job is to figure out how do we ensure that happens in an equitable way, in a way that encourages growth and innovation, but done in a way in which it can benefit everybody. And no one really knows how to do this, right? So this is the very cutting edge of city living, trying to understand how these new innovations in transportation and mobility will affect the way that we live in our cities around the world. And so we need your help. We need your creativity, your strategic thinking in helping us to figure out what experiments should we be doing in the near term? What partnerships should we be thinking about developing? And what kinds of impacts, both infrastructure and social and socioeconomic, should we be trying to understand as these new technologies roll out over the next several decades? So I encourage you to think big and to put your most creative foot forward and help us figure this out. Thanks very much.